Hey everybody, it's Heaven and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be talking about things I wish I knew before starting a candle business. Honestly, recommend if you have a candle business or if you're thinking about starting one to definitely watch this video because there are a ton of stuff I wish I knew starting a candle business that I want to kind of help you get ready for. And maybe you can learn something, handle it differently, or who knows. But if that's something you're going to be interested in, then definitely stay tuned. If you find anything in this video helpful at all, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It will help the channel out a ton. And with that said, let's hop right back into the video.
And I've been chilling, watching the ocean with you, baby, up with a slow motion crew, and we up in our clouds when people change, but not us.
So thing number one I wish I knew before starting my candle business. My business isn't primarily candles. Candles just happen to be one of the main things that I sell, and I have been working with candle making for about 4 years now. So I am experienced in making candles. One thing that definitely goes without saying is do your research. Research is important. Trial and error and practice and makes perfect and all that, great, but if you can eliminate as many errors as possible before you start, then why wouldn't you do that? Definitely there is a point in time where it's time for you to utilize your research and actually act upon it, but make sure you're doing your research and you're doing research productively. Don't just watch a whole bunch of videos and be like, okay, I kind of have the gist of this and I kind of know what to do. No. Have a notebook, sit down while you're watching videos and researching, whether it's videos or you're reading articles or whatever. Take notes and study and actually dive deep into what you're researching about. If you're watching this video, I'm assuming that you are doing your research, which is a good thing and I'm proud of you, but keep on doing your research and you're going to be astounded. You might think that it's simple to make a candle. You know, you pour the wax in the jar and then you put the fragrance in, you put the color in, and then you whatever. It's not. It's actually a lot more complicated than you might think. And so definitely do your research. What helped me a lot in starting my candle business and what I did research on, I watched a lot of YouTube videos. I also knew people in real life who had experience in making candles, so I kind of got both ends of the spectrum. But obviously your course of action and the road you're going down is going to be different from mine, so whatever ends up working for you best, then make that work for you. But like I said again, do your research. And with that said, let me move on to the next topic. So the next thing I want to talk about now is trial and error. You will make mistakes. It's just a given. You will mess up, and everyone messed up. Everyone makes mistakes, and that's okay. The most important thing about your mistakes is that you learn from them, or you're gonna keep repeating them. You're gonna mess up, even if you think like, oh, okay, I'm a doofus. I'm gonna make sure I don't do this again. And you say it to you, even if it's a mental note. No, when you make a mistake, write it down and take notes on it. Whenever you start a project, whether you're making candles or doing whatever, you should have notes on it. Much similar, literally, before I even film a YouTube video, I have notes on my computer that I go off of to make sure I say everything I want to say and I eliminate as many mistakes as possible because I hate editing, but I love recording. Yeah. Whenever you start a project, make sure you have notes on what you want to do, what you hope to accomplish, and make sure you have a section in your notes for any mistakes you make so you can reflect on them and you don't repeat them next time. That was a big issue in my trial and error process. I used to never take notes on my projects, and I used to continuously make the same mistakes. And I used to also be super inconsistent. I'd have batches that would turn out really good, and then since I didn't take the proper notes, I wouldn't know how to repeat those things the exact same way for next time, and it would turn out a little bit or a lot of bit different, and we don't want that. We want the good to become even better and for the worst to go away completely, and that is what you need to do. Literally, when I started actually properly managing my trial and error process, I went to the dollar store, got a cute little notebook, and that was specifically my project notebook. So whenever I sat down and I was like, I'm gonna make bath bombs, I'm gonna make candles, I would write it down, have a section for my trials and errors and just document everything I was doing. And if I didn't document it, I recorded it and whatever. Just make sure you're keeping track of that, because that's really important. And I'm telling you, it is gonna help you in the long run. Okay? So take those notes. And with that said, let's get on to the third point. So the next one, about some things that I knew starting my candle business, is that tools that are not a necessity, but I would 100% recommend you starting your business. It made my life making candles 1,000 times easier. When I tell you 1,000 times, like, if you can wait and you can invest in this stuff to have it when you first start, I 100% back that, because these things saved my life, my time, and my money. Okay, so listen to me when I say this. All right, so the first tool I wish I had was a microwave. So when I started making candles, I was using a microwave. I was using my house microwave, which isn't the best thing to use when you're making candles and stuff. I ended up eventually having my own microwave in my own office space, and it was so convenient. Literally, I would not have to run all the way to my kitchen, back to my room, or wherever my stuff was set up to make candles. I just had it right there. It was specifically for candles. Just pour the wax, heat it up, set my time, and it was amazing. It was so amazing. Even it's for me personally, it was way faster. Even the double boiler method was so slow for me, and it was so tedious, and I did not like it. Like, literally, get yourself a microwave. Like, I think they have one at, the one I had was like from Walmart, and it was like $50, and it was such a lifesaver. So I 100% think you should get a microwave to heat your wax up. The next tool I wish I had was my wick setter, and I'm actually gonna grab that and show it to you right now. All right, guys, I'm back. I keep most of my like small candle stuff in this like little bin, as you can see. By the way, I get most of my supplies, if not from certain stores, like as far as storage, from the dollar store or Walmart, super cheap. 100% recommend. Bins and lids, literally $1, get them. But the first thing is it's all falling apart, is my wick setter. It's not all put together right now, all the parts and pieces are in here or whatever, but if you want to see a video, I got this from Candle Science. I am not quite sure, I'll put it up on the screen, but I got it for, I think, like around $30. And literally, you take your jar, your empty candle jar, there's a hole right here where your wick, I have videos on this as well, which I'll put up somewhere, but you put your wick in here and you put the sticky tab on the bottom. You put this on your jar, so it will stop the jar, and this will come down, stick the wick in the center, come back up, and then your jar is wicked. I know it seems more complicated than it actually is, but when I tell you, when you go, it's such a game changer. When you go from hand, literally, I'm able to wick like 50 candles in like 10 minutes. Versus, and like sometimes, and it has multiple holes in it, so you can triple wick, double wick, and you can like space them how you want. It would take me forever. When I kid you not, it would take me half an hour to wick like 20 double wicked candle jars. That may not seem like a long time. No, it does seem like a long time, and it is a long time, and it feels even longer when you're not doing anything but sticking, and then sometimes they're not even centered. And just get yourself one of these when you're starting off. It's gonna save you time, money, effort. Like, it's such a great investment. Like I said, I got mine from Candle Science. They have a single wicked and a double wicked version, I believe, but I'll have it linked down in the description below anyway. Get yourself one of those candle setters. It's gonna save your life. Another tool I wish I had is my laser thermometer, which I'm gonna show you. All right, get yourself a laser thermometer. Okay, mine's is kind of like dirty. It just has wax and colorant on it, but literally it turns on. You can see it has the Fahrenheit on it. It has a laser. Literally, the laser will show you whatever temperature that it's on. You can see my body temp, 95. Literally, this will save your life. Like, because an important part in like the candle making process is about temperatures. Like when you're gonna pour your fragrance in, when you're gonna pour your dye in. Like, knowing the temperature of your batch is very important, and an easy, fast way to do this that's very clean. Like, this is, even though it looks dirty, it's much cleaner than having a actual thermometer that you stick in the wax. This was literally like $10-15. Got it off Amazon, and I have not ever had to replace this. I have this for like 2 years now. Yeah, 2 years. Like, get yourself one of these. Lifesaver. I use it for like anything else I need a thermometer for. Like, it's the best thing ever, and it has a little laser, and my dog chases it sometimes, and it's cool. So yeah, get yourself one of those, because it's gonna save you some money, and it's a great tool to have. So listen to your girl. The last thing I recommend investing in, or I have on my list at least, is some liquid candle dye. I have all mine right here to show you. I know they're kind of messy. I also got these from Candle Science. But literally, I know they have the blocks of wax dye that you like shave off and you put into your batch. I'm not a fan. I will never back it. I will never support it. I hate it, actually. These literally are so much more convenient. They're so much easier for me to duplicate in other batches and to remember, like, literally, oh, 2 drops in this batch to get this color, great, 1, 2. I have never had to replace one of these jars literally unless they spill. It's so potent. They do kind of make a mess sometimes if they like leak out or whatever, because it is dye, like this very potent, strong dye. But literally 1 ounce bottle. They also have a 4 ounce option. Never had to buy that. These are so easy and so convenient for you to just check, to duplicate, for you to use. Like, they're long lasting, great concentration. They have multiple different colors. Like, I have like 7-8 different colors here, and they cost like what? Less than $10. I know that for sure. I'll have a link down below though. But get yourself liquid candle dye if you want to color your candles, because French Kiss, love these dyes, stand by them, will die by them. Now, with that whole little rant and tangent over with, I'm gonna get into the last thing I have on my list, which is Hobby Lobby. And like, Heaven, why are you talking about Hobby Lobby in a candle making video? And I'm so happy you asked. I'm gonna tell you why. I have been making candles for 4 years. I have had all different types of jars, brought all different types of jars, had luxury jars, high, like very expensive jars, very cheap jars, like all different types of jars. If I can put pictures up of all the different types of jars I've made candles in, I will post them. But what I have found to be the best option and the best place to buy my jars is Hobby Lobby. Literally, I fell in love. Like, I don't know. I used to get all my candle supplies from Candle Science, which is nothing wrong with that because they have a great product and I still buy their stuff all the time. It's just, for me, the jars I like, which is like the Apothecary Libby jars and the lids, those can get kind of pricey. So I, your girl, even though I'm loyal, I do like to shop around. So I was shopping around, and your girl found out that Hobby Lobby sells candle jars. They won't be labeled as candle jars all the time. They might just be glass jars, but they will literally, there's some days, and it's a consistent sale. You just have to catch them at the right time. It might be like every 2 weeks or something. There are candle jars with lids, comes with the lids, even though they're sold individually. They will be 50% off for like any amount. Literally, like, it might cost me $1.50 for a jar and a lid, which may like seem a lot if you're buying like hundreds of like jars and stuff at a time. But when I tell you, it's such a good price. Candle jars, glass jars, Libby jars, Apothecary jars, those are expensive, and it's such an amazing price. And they have them in all other types of jars. I just live and die by those jars. I love those jars. They are like what works best for me. But Hobby Lobby, if you need a cheap place to find and purchase candle jars, Hobby Lobby. I'm telling you, don't, and even though I'm giving you things I wish I knew before, and things that I like and what I like would want myself to get, I'm just gonna tell you now, even though this is a personal thing, so you don't have to listen to me, but Michaels, I do not mess with Michaels, and I have that could be a whole other video on why I don't mess with Michaels anymore. But let me tell you now, if you're buying your stuff from there, stop it. What are you even doing? what are you doing? Stop buying your stuff from Michaels. Like, you're wasting money, you're wasting time. Like, you could be getting a million other different stuff, not from Michaels, for a way cheaper price. Like, just save your money and just go to like a different store, because I can, like, there are, like, I've seen a lot of candle makers and I've watched a lot of videos and I've done a lot of research, and most of them I know that are in this profession don't shop and get their candle supplies from Michaels. So just note that, mental note. That just randomly popped in my head. I just thought it was worth mentioning. But yeah, so with that said, that's all the things I wish I knew before starting my candle business. You can feel free to take this advice or just in one ear out the other. It doesn't really affect me. My goal is just to help you the best I can with what I know. So with that said, if you have any questions, you have any comments, you have any concerns, if you would like a part 2 or not, let me know in the comments down below. And if you found this video helpful, entertaining, or you just like the video, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It will help the channel so much. And I appreciate you. And I hope you guys have an amazing, fantastic, awesome, and lovely day. Goodbye.
And I've been chilling, watching the ocean with you. Baby, up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our clouds when people change, but not us. And we just chilling, kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same.
Okay, I'm trying to get this thumbnail. Like, sometimes I be thinking, what is going on inside our head? Like, I don't know if y'all understand how really embarrassing it be to record these videos sometimes. Like, just think, I'm in my room doing this in front of it. Let me not start. But you do your thing, you know, she bad and whatever. Yep, pose. Oh, I don't even know that TikTok song, but it's that pose one. Yep, and you already know the thumbnail about to slay, period. Bye.